What is going on, YouTube family? My name is Pito Chang, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 muscle building and diet mistakes that I made as a beginner so that you guys don't end up making the same mistakes. So sit back and enjoy. So number one, not following a good structured weight training program. This is a mistake that I've made for a while, and quite honestly, I'm glad that I made this mistake for however long that I did, because it honestly showed me that what I was doing wasn't working. So the workout that I was running at the time, if you'd even call it that, a workout, was Mondays I would train chest, biceps, Wednesdays biceps, triceps, Fridays shoulders, and you guessed it, biceps. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, the fact that I didn't even designate a single day for legs just speaks volumes to why I don't even recommend someone train using that split. Don't get me wrong, getting in the gym and doing something is much better than not doing anything at all. But in order to make sure that you're using your time effectively, you should follow a well-structured program. So what I'd recommend if you're a beginner is to follow a well-structured full body split that's gonna get you in the gym 3 days a week. Where on each of your training days, you're gonna work both your upper and lower body parts. Also, as a side note, I know that full body splits may seem overwhelming for some people for the simple reason that you have to train both your upper body and lower body every single day that you're in the gym. So another good split that I would recommend for a beginner is it's an upper-lower split. So this is the first split that I ran, and it actually got me really good results. This isn't to say that if I ran the full body split, I wouldn't get good results. I definitely would get good results. See, the thing was for me is that I just enjoy training my upper body separately from my lower body when it comes to days. I just like focusing on my upper body muscles and lower body muscles on 2 different days. So it was just simply a matter of choice for me. So number 2, not tracking what I was eating. So specifically A, not tracking my calories, and B, not tracking my macronutrients. Yeah, this is definitely something that I had an issue with for quite some time. And honestly, in retrospect, I was probably just being freaking lazy and arrogant. I was just acting as if the things that I didn't know about nutrition didn't even matter when those things actually did matter. Actually, my first failed bulk was a dirty bulk. So I just intuitively ate big. And I thought that that's what I had to do at the time in order to gain muscle. So what I would do was I would just eat 3 massive meals of ground turkey and white rice. So when I actually looked back and calculated how many calories I was eating every day, I was eating an excess of like 3,500 calories. And as far as protein, I was eating about like 240 grams of protein, which was just unnecessarily too much, being that I was and I'm still a natural lifter. What I should have been doing was eating somewhere between 27 and 2,800 calories and consuming about 190 grams of protein, being that at the time I weighed 190 pounds. So my advice for anyone who wants to pack on lean muscle is to know how much proteins, fats, and carbohydrates your body needs in order to be in a surplus. Now, once you know those numbers, you should try to hit those numbers consistently on a daily basis with the foods that you decide to eat. Now, one good food tracking app I recommend you guys use is MyFitnessPal. It's the one that I've been using ever since I decided to start lifting seriously. So all you simply have to do in order to get it is to just go to the App Store, download it, and once you're in the app, you can create a free account in it, and you'll be all set and ready to go. Now, if you're getting value from this video, I'm having so much fun. Smash that like button. Thank you so much. So number 3, not tracking my lifts. Now, this is something that is so important that you don't want to not do it, because if you don't do it, then you actually risk a chance of not growing any muscle, even if your nutrition is on point. So for me personally, I noticed that when I started to write down the amount of reps I would do for every set of each exercise, it would give me a goal to accomplish the next week on those very same exercises. So let's say the previous week I was able to bench press 225 pounds for 4 reps on the first set, 3 reps on the second, third, and fourth set, for a total of 16 reps. I would now give myself the goal of doing 1 more rep. So what I would do is I would just try to hit 5 reps on the first set, 3 reps on the second, third, fourth set, for a total of 17 reps. Improving for 1 or more reps on every exercise each week is a key to muscle growth. It's just that simple. Because one thing you have to realize is nothing really grows in the comfort zone. So journaling however many reps you do on a particular exercise will keep you accountable to work even harder the next week, because you literally have the data that is required at your disposal to build more muscle. So either use a notes app on your phone or just get a journal and start writing down the amount of reps that you do on every exercise. Because trust me, this is gonna save you so much time. So track your lifts and just make things simple. Just do 1 extra rep on every exercise every week. And trust me, this will definitely help you grow some lean muscle. So number 4, being too strict with my diet and not really allowing any flexibility into it. So being flexible in my diet has been one of the main reasons why I've been able to make the progress that I've made ever since I started lifting seriously about a year ago. And by flexible, I mean taking an 80-20 approach to my nutrition. So what this simply means is that 80% of the foods that I consume come from whole and minimally processed foods. So foods such as chicken, ground beef, pork, rice, spaghetti, beans, these kinds of foods. So the other 20% of foods can come from anything really, so as long as they fit within that 20%. So let's say I was eating 2,800 calories in order to bulk and add some lean muscle to my frame. 80% of those calories, which would be roughly 2,240 calories, would come from the whole and minimally processed foods that I was talking about earlier. So foods such as chicken, rice, ground beef, pork, these kinds of foods. So the other 20%, which would be roughly 560 calories, would come from foods or snacks that I'd want to fill the remaining 560 calories with. So if I wanted to end my day by eating Talenti ice cream, I would just have to make sure that the amount of ice cream that I eat fits within that 560 calories. So number 5, being impatient and not enjoying the process. You gotta enjoy the process, because the honest truth is if you're a natural lifter, muscle is gonna take a hell of a long time to grow. So you should expect to put on the most muscle you can put on in a year during your first year of training, for the simple reason that your muscles haven't really experienced that kind of stimulus before. Therefore, your muscles are gonna grow at a rate much faster than your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and so on years of lifting. So this just shows that the more experienced a lifter you become, the less muscle growth you should expect with every succeeding year of lifting. So patience is definitely a good quality to have. I wish I mastered the qualities of patience and gratitude when I first started weight training, because I would have saved myself so much time by not stopping weight training sporadically when I didn't see results in the mirror. The fact is that this journey is going to take a really long time, so there's no need to rush anything. You simply just have to cherish that 1 extra rep you make on your workouts every single week. So there it is, my 5 muscle building and dieting mistakes that I made when I first began training. And of course, if you have any questions, feedback, anything you want to add, leave them in the comments. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I appreciate your time, and I'll see y'all on the next one.